All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kevin Williams Stadium here. I am with my partner, Joaquin Powell.
How's it going, man?
Now, today is going to be a great game, and a great night for Friday Night Lights.
Exactly. As we know, a couple weeks ago, we were back here against Village Christian in the season opener. But since that loss to Village Christian, San Fernando has made great strides. Win against Chavez, win against Poly. This team is back in stride in terms of what we are used to them doing, and very excited to see how they rebound at it tonight.
And exactly, I agree, because overall they are 2-1 of the season. They did play against pretty decently competition against Chavez, winning 35 to 14, and then against Poly 30 to 29 in a shootout. It looked like so. To win, but San Fernando did end up winning the city section that year. So win or lose, it could be happening. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the spirit is at the end of the game or towards the end of the season as this game ends.
Exactly. We could be looking at a section championship preview in these two teams when you really think about it. Alemany being known for their dominance in various sports, basketball, etc. As you were saying a little bit before pregame, Alemany is a little bit mysterious in football, but they have been building and gaining their strides each and every season. San Fernando, a team that went 11-2 last year. This could very well be a collision course.
Yeah, and overall, Alemany's athletics is pretty good. I know this past season for basketball, they did win state championships. But as I was saying, mysterious, that wasn't, I guess, the proper word I could have used. But they're very highly, in terms of this football program, very historic, like I said. But it's the same thing with San Fernando. So the way I see it is it's two historic programs going at it.
Exactly, man. If we're going to just break down the stats here for Bishop Alemany, they're 3-0 this season. Something that stood out to me even before we get into the statistics here, 3-0 at home. No, the home field advantage plays a role in teams getting that crowd momentum, having the power be on. First. Bishop Alemany only put 2 games into max preps, so these stats are a little bit skewed, but 354 passing yards for their season, 8 passing touchdowns, 335 rushing yards, 6 rushing touchdowns. We're going to get into the specifics a little bit more. 177 passing yards per game, 5.5 completions per game, 167.5 rushing yards per game, and 13.4 yards per carry. Something that really stood out to me here, Bishop Alemany, a team with, at least the statistics given, only 10 receptions, and the national average overall is 22 receptions. But if we look at their yards per catch, they're averaging 35.4 yards per catch compared to the national average of high school football, which is 15. So this is a team that does not need that many passes to get up the field and deal damage. So I'm going to be very interested in seeing San Fernando's plan in terms of stopping the backfield and forcing Bishop Alemany possibly to rush or even to rely more on their rush game. Breaking down the stats so far for San Fernando, again, this is only the stat we have over a game period from their last game against Poly, but 2-1, 0-1 at home, 2-0 away. Clearly there was an energy shift after that loss to Village Christian, where we were commentating a few weeks back. They went against the Chavez Eagles 30-14, as my partner Daniel said, and 30-29 in a shootout against the Poly Parrots. 202 receiving yards and 196 rushing yards in those games. San Fernando seems to be a team that is very intent on stopping teams defensively, because we look at these averages, right? 202 passing yards for the course of the season. The national average is 313. That's 111 below. 196 rushing yards for the season so far for San Fernando. National average is 381. That is almost 200 yards below. But this team relies on their defense, especially stopping the rush. And if they're going to win against Bishop Alemany tonight, they've got to rely on making sure that backfield is covered, making the QB uncomfortable, enforcing mistakes, and even having Bishop rely on their rush, because, as we mentioned, 35.4 yards per completion, and it's only 10 completions. That is insane to think about. Football field, only 100 yards. If we per completion get 35 35.4 yards. That is on 3 to 4 completions needed. In fact, 3 completions needed in order to get a touchdown. You slow down that backfield, you force them to play slower instead of blitzing, and you make them your pace, and Fernando can put Bishop Alemany through the ringer.
And it was just overall, it was a great analysis, Joaquin. We are going to have one of our other commentators, Marcus Aguilar, coming in, and he just talked to Coach Fernando now, and we're going to see what he said based on his quote. He'll be here in a second. As we continue on, we are going to possibly take it over to the drill team to be able to perform and sing the national anthem. Let's give it up for our San Fernando Band and Drill team.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and make some noise for the San Fernando High School Band and Drill team. Pablo!
Where's the flag? Oh, it's over there. Is that a loophole?
Let's get ready for some Friday Night Lights. All right, so as of now, I'm here with one of my co-partners, Marcus Aguilar. Just talk to us. You did interview Coach Fernando right now. Just go ahead and talk to us about how the interview went and what the questions were asked. So you can go ahead.
The interview went well. I asked Coach Billy where he told his team to against He said that he tried to keep his team confident, make sure he took his points up, so they did the really good team.
Marcus for this interview and for the opportunity. We are going to the coin toss where
Number 7, Brandon Celis. Number 8, Isaiah Castro. Number 22, Jay
number 50,
Number 50,
Ramon Jacobo. And
the captains for the Warriors are number 2, Giovanni Haynes. Number 4, John O'Brien. Number 5, Darren Cordero. Number 8, DeMar Deserter. And number 54, Jose Lopez. The referees for tonight's game are Tony Clinton, umpire Oscar Cabrera, linesman Carmen Hillman, line judge
Marcus, this question, this is one of your first commentary. Obviously, we did ours, but you. How does it feel?
I do feel a little bit nervous, but I am excited to commentate for this game. It's something I've always wanted to do. So I feel excited, but a little bit nervous at the same time.
That's good, that's good. And as we all are, me, Joaquin, Marcus, we all are from CSUN. So at the end of the day, we're all trying to get our experience in. We're trying to get as much as possible and just be able to, like I said, get the experience and get as much knowledge as possible.
Willingness to receive the kick to begin, riding at rights. Alright, for the fans of the 10-minute little game, we're going to see which side is the loudest. We're going to start off with our guest, the Alemany Warriors. Alright, Alemany, make some noise! Not bad, not bad. Now, San Fernando, make some noise! Let's do that one more time. Alemany, make some noise! Better. San Fernando, make some noise! Let's have a clean game, gentlemen.
My apologies. It does look like San Fernando is going to be kicking it off. Alemany to receive. And Alemany seem to get a little bit hype right now. So we'll see how San Fernando uses that momentum coming into this game and this kickoff right here. Live on San Fernando Network. Kicking off for the Tigers is number 37, Oscar Hernandez. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't done a PAT, but has kicked off multiple times, obviously. See how he does this game.
Now, one thing we do want to quickly highlight here, San Fernando star Melvin Pineda is out with a collarbone injury tonight, and I'm very interested. Daniel, how do you think that's going to affect the rush game and the overall offensive scheme for San Fernando?
Can you repeat the question one more time? My apologies.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was just saying we were talking about how Melvin Pineda is actually out tonight for the San Fernando Tigers with a collarbone injury. So how do you think his absence is going to impact the rushing game and the overall offensive scheme for San Fernando?
I think the offensive scheme is definitely going to change, obviously. With Melvin Pineda out, that is a big loss, in my opinion. So we're just going to have to see how they run with the offense. Are they going to pass? Are they going to still continue that run game? But that's about it. In my analysis, I feel like they're probably just going to pass it more. And when they do run, they're probably going to run it on short runs like 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1. And pretty much short first down gains.
Sounds good to me as we are about to kick off here.
Here you are, ladies and gentlemen, Friday Night Lights, live at Kevin Williams Stadium.
Gianni Hayes on the return here.
Hayes still going. It is knocked down near the 40-yard line, and Alemany's offense coming out towards the field. Once again, Joaquin, two great programs going at it, very historic programs. And honestly, I think we're going to have a heck of a game.
Exactly. Very interested here in Bishop Alemany's QB, John Jack Neiman. 6'5", 220 for high school. That is insane to think about. And I'm very interested to see his pocket presence. I'm interested to see is he going to utilize his size to run? Is the O-line going to help him stay in the pocket, really oversee the field? Because being a 6'5" guy, it makes sense why they're able to get so many yards per completion. He's tall and can probably see over the defense. So I'm very interested to see how San Fernando tackles that challenge.
Yeah, I know, and they probably do have a solid offensive lineman, especially if they're getting 30 yards per catch, right? Correct?
Yeah, about over 35, actually.
Yeah, that's incredible for them. Most of them Alemany. Pass is attended to number 2. Gianni Haynes wasn't able to get the completion. It is 2nd and 10 for Alemany Warriors, for the Alemany Warriors.
First pass for Bishop Alemany was a much
not necessarily putting pressure, but they're staying within their man or zone. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Mostly for Alemany, number 6. Overthrown ahead, intended for
Tarberi McKnight there was the target.
Exactly,
again,
it was a little bit overthrown.
I'm noticing so far San Fernando's posture, they're really forcing John Jack to make a lot of quick throws, giving
allowing that pressure every single time is going to kind of, so we're going to see how Neiman is field. Neiman, pass is caught, still going, having room, and is finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Garcia for the Alemany Warriors, first down.
Huge chunk. That is how you respond to pressure in any situation. 3rd and 10, both incompletions on your first 2 throws. You get that out of your play. Every possession is a brand new possession. It's not about thinking about your 2 incompletions. It's about thinking about how you can complete the next play, and Bishop Alemany did just that. New set of downs here.
And absolutely, they seem to have that rhythm once again of averaging those 30 yards. Obviously, didn't get 30. I believe they did get 30 yards right now, but they're continuing to get the pass and off instantly.
Exactly.
And that's what they've been doing all season long.
And that's what we're saying in our pregame analysis. Bishop Alemany is a team that can move up the field very quick and without
First and 10 coming up for the Tigers at the 15. My apologies, 25. Neiman in the pocket, pass is caught inside. Gonna walk into the end zone for an Alemany Warriors touchdown.
Caught by DeMar Dezirin there. Great play. Again, that was only 2 passes. Based on their yard position, 2 completions, touchdown. That is about being efficient and having a goal and executing early on.
Exactly, Joaquin. And they shot quickly and they're able to get a touchdown. And that's what, like I said, that's what they've been doing all season long. And if they continue that the game, they can kind of run away with it. But obviously, too early to tell.
Exactly, too early to tell. Going for the field goal here, it's funny to the Village Christian games. Like every team.
And it is 7-0 Alemany with 11.
Here for San Fernando to make a comeback. Let's see what
I believe August 31st, they did have a Bless the Helmets at St. Ferdinand Church in San Fernando. So I believe bringing necessarily bringing worship into their community and bringing faith in whether it's Catholicism or Christianity or any form of religion, just being able to have that blessing of the helmet really, to me, is very special because it brings chemistry within not only the players, but also with of San Fernando itself.
Exactly. Exactly. One thing we are very in is how great the San Fernando community is. You
play
see who this flag is on.
seems to be on Alemany. We're going to go ahead and win on that. But yeah, and also we had a guest appearance from Lamar Odom himself.
Earlier this week, yes,
earlier
we
this
did
week,
at this
they had-
campus, man.
And I think that shows something that's very credible because having a former athlete come in, talk to the athletics programs here at San Fernando, you know, it brings motivation to us and it brings motivation to the city itself. So thank you, Lamar Odom, for coming to San Fernando High School, and thank you for talking athletics.
Exactly. And not just an athlete, NBA champion and Lakers legend Lamar Odom
Exactly.
means so much to this city and this state. Really the basketball world in general, so that's definitely something amazing for these kids to experience.
Exactly. Marcus, what do you think about that? Talk to me through, like, having a star athlete coming in.
Can you repeat the question again?
How do you feel about a star athlete coming in to this game?
Former NBA champion and Laker legend Lamar Odom. I'm a big fan of his. He's a huge point guard. Well, point forward, excuse me.
Yeah. Great analysis, Marcus. Thank you again. Short return, and now the Tiger offense is coming out for the first time this game. First and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Short run from Robinson, and is instantly taken down. And it seems to be about a loss of yardage for the Tigers, and second down and a few back is.
Bishop Alemany made a statement on offense. It seems they're looking to make the same statement on defense. But like we saw in Bishop Alemany's last possession that resulted in a touchdown, 2 incompletions led to a touchdown. You can't get down on yourself even if the first play didn't go the way you wanted. It's 4.
Motion on the play. Sellers back shot. Short pass out towards the right. And is knocked out of bounds near the first down yardage. Clock continues to run. And just a great short pass, but great play by Castro, able to counter it down.
With Pineda being absent so far in this team, we are looking to see who are the guys that is going to step up. Castro definitely saying he's going to be one of those guys in Pineda's absence that's going
to be third short here for the Tigers, specifically. Handoff instantly stopped. It was intended for number 40, Eduardo Maloquin, but is instantly stopped, and it is for the Tigers. What a great stop by the Warriors, being able to stop it on such a key possession for the Tigers, and now forcing.
Read the ran perfectly there. I don't even think a yard was able to be gained from San Fernando. Ball is back in Bishop Alemany's hands. Let's see how San Fernando responds defensively on Bishop's second possession, and let's see how Bishop responds with the success of their first possession.
And as we see, Gabriel Sotelo not only kicking but also punting away for this San Fernando team. And we have a flag. Seems to be miscommunication. And it looks to be on San Fernando. And they're going to move it back in. Just a very harsh penalty for them, not pushing it back towards their own end zone, making it a bigger risk factor for a block or for a short return. Kick, and a very short kick. And it's finally knocked down near Alemany's 35-yard line.
And if you're Alemany here, this is like the perfect position at your own 35. 6'5", 220. You can really oversee most of the San Fernando backfield, and it's kind of really an unfair advantage when you have this O-line that's good, but you also have a guy in Neiman who can read defense regardless.
Neiman's short pass is incomplete. It looks to be a miscommunication on the Alemany offense. Looks like it's going to be second down now.
Exactly. Snap got off a little too late. The read was read a bit long offensively. Neiman didn't get the looks he wanted. I know we were just talking about you make him uncomfortable in the pocket. Make sometimes untimely decisions.
Exactly, yeah. And you know, that's just how obviously athletes are. They make mistakes. No one is.
Exactly.
2nd and 10 coming up for the Warriors. Newman at quarterback. Newman in the pocket, steps into the pass. Pass overneath, it is caught again. Touchdown, Alemany. And it is number 8, Desiree.
And I believe that was the young man who got the touchdown
Earlier. So now 2 touchdowns for the young man here for the sophomore. So incredible play by the young man. And
play there.
Able to get wide open almost.
If somebody one day has DeMar DeZurin in NFL fantasy, you're going to get a lot of points with him based on what we're seeing so far.
So far already, or 9 minutes, pardon me, it's already going to be 13-0. And the kick, making it 14-0.
As we were talking about, Bishop could very well be in a one-throw touchdown possession. What did we see on 2nd and 10? One throw, touchdown, 35 yards, just as the statistics show.
It seems like he absolutely predicted it. It was 2 tries and they got it. So very, very big on for the Warriors and just being able to counter on San Fernando's offensive mistakes.
Now, Marcus, what are you seeing on both sides of the ball so far?
Well, I haven't been able to see much of the game, but from what I'm seeing is Alemany has a good offense. Already 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. San Fernando has to do something about that. They have to stop that and able to score as well. As they have
for the Alemany Warriors on his way, number 16, Alfonso Gutierrez with the kickoff. 8:39 left in the first quarter. Alemany with 2 touchdowns. Kickoff on its way. San Fernando with the return. Still get big time gain, and is finally knocked out of bounds. Number 10, Ivan Santos with the run, and is able to get all the way up to the 40-yard line. What a big gain for the San Fernando Tigers, able to get momentum. Marcus, what do you think of that?
Huge start to start the offense, but of course they still don't match the firepower with the Alemany. So maybe 1 touchdown, maybe match the fire along with it a little bit.
Absolutely, great analysis. That's definitely a big momentum key for the Tigers, and just being able to have great momentum, like I said. 1st and 10 coming up for the Tigers. Most of the backfield, get fake off. Celis, short pass to Castro screen. Castro running towards the middle, and it's going to get near the 45-yard line. Complete is able to get a good amount of yardage for 2nd and mid, it seems like. Here we are coming up. 2nd and mid for the Tigers. Celis at quarterback. Foot is instantly stopped, and it was the run by Ivan Santos, but is taken away down, possibly losing about a yard, and it's back to 3rd down for the Tiger offense. Marcus, what do you think so far of what you've seen from the San Fernando offense this possession?
Well, it seems to me that Alemany has the better defense compared to San Fernando, but I believe that doesn't mean anything. You know, first quarter, beginning of the game, San Fernando still has a huge amount of time to match the firepower along with Alemany. Let's see what they do in this possession.
Yeah, and I absolutely agree. Fake handoff, Solis finding his man. Pass is caught by Jay Arana and is able to get a first down at the 40-yard line and is getting the Tiger first down. What an incredible play by Jay Arana, being able to find the corner and able to get the first down here and catch for the San Fernando Tigers. And just overall great momentum, Marcus. Like you said, plenty of time left in this game, and they're able to get their momentum right back. What do you think about that?
So a huge play for San Fernando. Jay Arana with the huge catch, able to bring that first down again.
And here we go, momentum high up in the air towards the 42-yard line. Solis hand off to Robinson. Robinson looking to fight off, but is instantly taken down by number 52 of the Warriors. And is instantly taken down and knocked all the way back to the 50-yard line, it looks like. And it's going to be second and long for the San Fernando Tigers. Absolute great read for the Tigers, but able to, great read by the Alemany defense, being able to stop. And Raheem, just overall, like, it seems to be kind of going a little bit of a mixture towards both the offensive and defensive. Now, San Fernando being able to counter the attacks that they had the first possession, and now in their own territory pretty much.
Seems like San Fernando is definitely utilizing a balanced attack, some rushing, some passing, really whatever to get the first down. And at the end of the day, you can look at the plays being ugly, or you can look at the results of the plays. And if the play results in a first down and inevitably a touchdown, that's all that matters to you as a coach.
Exactly, great. Here comes third and long for the Tigers. Motion in the backfield, Solis drops back. Solis gets pressure. Pressure and is taken down instantly by the Alemany defense. Has to fall down and is back at the 50. And it's going to be fourth and long, and San Fernando offense is either staying or going to be punting it off.
One thing I've definitely noticed, Alemany, when they need a stop, that D-line sends the blitz and swarms Solis. That is something the O-line of San Fernando is definitely going to have to clean up.
And just overall, they're pressuring them better and better as the game goes on. So the more that happens throughout this game, the less San Fernando is going to be able to have as much time offensively. Hernandez too punted off. Alemany returning to the backfield looks to be Ryan Joyce. And high, straight punt, and is muffed a little. Returned away by Desert. Again, another return, big time return, and it looks like it's going to be another touchdown for the Alemany Warriors.
And again, DeMar Desirin, that is 3 touchdowns.
That is 3 touchdowns for the young man for Alemany. And an absolute stunner of a play and a great punt return by the Warriors.
You gotta find a way to stop him. He is what Melvin Pineda is to San Fernando. This is what number 8 is to Bishop Alemany. You gotta figure out how to contain him and make the Bishop Alemany offense get guys going. You got to double him in the backfield, send 2 DBs. You've got to force him to be uncomfortable because in man-to-man matchups and one-on-one matchups in the open field, he's winning all of them.
And exactly, and once he has that type of speed where he seems to be faster than faster players. That's what it looks like to me, and he just took off. He took off instantly. Once he found his room, he just got it in for a touchdown. 21-0 in the first quarter with 3:21 left. And an absolute stunner for the Tigers, but absolute big time momentum for the Bishop Alemany Warriors.
But again though, football is 4 quarters. You can't look at this first quarter and count out San Fernando. We've seen crazy comebacks in college football. We've seen crazy comebacks in the NFL. It's all about the mentality, possession at a time. Are you going to get down on yourself for this first quarter, not going your way, or are you going to look forward to the other 3 quarters to make up for the first quarter?
And exactly, and they cannot have their heads down. Still plenty of time left and although it is 21-0, they still have a lot of game left and just a lot of momentum. They're up and down right now, but I believe that if they do keep their heads up, this goes for both teams, by the way, they can absolutely have a chance to win this game. Gutierrez with the kickoff. Seems to be towards the right side. Robinson with the return. Robinson trying to get some room. Robinson still on his feet, and it's going to be finally taken down around the San Fernando, around the San Fernando 20th yard line.
That was a great and timely tackle from Bishop Alemany, just getting enough of his ankle to drag him down because that entire left backfield was wide open. And if Robinson was able to clear a couple more guys, that could have very easily been a San Fernando touchdown.
Exactly, yeah. And then, Joaquin, it's just finding your rhythm. Robinson trying to find his rhythm throughout every return, and if he can find his rhythm, he could be gone. He is a very fast player, in my opinion. I've seen him play, and yeah.
It'd be something for the next 3 quarters if we just saw teams engaged in a shootout with Zirin and Robinson. That would definitely be something, but we got to see what San Fernando does on this 3rd possession now offensively.
Yeah, so indeed, and it's now 1st and 10 for the San Fernando Tigers. Seems to be near around the 37, motion in the backfield. Salis looking a short pass to Robinson. Robinson still on his feet, but is now has to drop down, and seems to be no gain for the Tigers, and it looks like it's going to be 2nd down for the San Fernando offense. And just overall, Joaquin, it seems like Alemany's defense is just swarming them every single possession. And I don't know what you think, but I think there has to be a way where San Fernando can counter that.
Exactly. Sometimes it's about having a balanced attack offensively, but the real problem right now is defensively for San Fernando. Definitely some things they got to do at the end of this 1st quarter, get back in the lab, figure out how to slow down Bishop Alemany.
Salis drops back, short pass, and seems to be attended to towards around the 40-yard line, and it was to number 10, Ivan Santos again with a short flip pass. Able to get a few yards, but it's still 3rd and long for the San Fernando offense once again. Here we go again, 3rd and long for the San Fernando Tigers. Salis at quarterback. Eduardo Marroquin in the backfield. Back drop for Salis. Salis trying to look for Matt. Pressure on the way. Stays and is finally taken down by the Alemany Warriors. It was number 34, Christian Landeros with a sack.
Again, as we keep mentioning time and time again, when Bishop Alemany sends the blitz, they get results.
And it's just overall their pressure is getting to the San Fernando offensive line, and they can't. It seems like right now they can't do anything to counter it. So once again, a 3 and out for the Tigers, and Alemany looking to be Alemany on offense.
About a minute left in this 1st quarter here. Let's see what San Fernando does. Punt.
Picked up the punt right towards the middle. Number 2, Gianni Haynes with the return. Haynes looking to find a good return. Haynes still going.
Splits
Haynes
the backfield.
Going towards the left. Haynes is still going. Haynes all the way. Can he go? And is another punt return. Touchdown for the Bishop Alemany Warriors.
And I was just about to say, with a minute left, what is Bishop
Gianni
Alemany?
Haynes, a big-time touchdown.
What is Bishop Alemany going to do with a minute left? Well, in 20 seconds, they got another touchdown, man. We are seeing an incredible 1st quarter here for Bishop Alemany. Definitely one of the best ones I've seen in football in a very long time.
And an absolute dominant performance so far in this 1st quarter. And there's plenty of time, plenty of game left, in my opinion. But looks like Alemany is rolling it off right now. Gutierrez with the extra point. so far is 3 of 3 in those kicks. And it is blocked. And for the first time in this game, we have a blocked field goal. And now it is 27-0 in the first quarter with 39.9 seconds left. And Joaquin, like you said, dominance from the Warriors.
Dominance so far. When I see the 27-0 scoreboard, though, it does take me back to that Vikings.
Anything's possible. Anything is possible.
The Colts went up 27-0, and then Kirko changes, they call him locked in.
Yeah.
33-0 run. I'm not saying it could happen tonight, but we've seen crazier things happen, and we've seen it done before.
And we've seen it in big games, too, in the big game, Falcons versus Patriots. Tom Brady, the GOAT, able to come back and win the game after being down 20-3. So there's plenty of times where there could be a comeback, and we'll see how it is within this game and how Coach really talks to him at the end of the half.
Exactly. As Coach Burley's mentality is, heart over zip code. Bishop Alemany has a different zip code, private school. So far, they're walking into your trap, and they're taking over your trap. How will you respond and defend your keep at home?
Gutierrez with the kickoff. Robinson in the backfield for the return. On its way here. Leaning towards Robinson, towards the right side. Robinson trying to split towards the middle and able to get a few yards towards the 25, 26-yard line. And San Fernando getting the ball back within their fourth possession of this first quarter so far. And here we go. First and 10 coming up. And Joaquin, multiple possessions so far within this first quarter for the San Fernando offense, but they can counter it. And obviously there's a lot of adjustments within the first quarter within possessions. So we'll see how the adjustments that have been made so far within this first quarter and now within this possession.
Exactly.
Motion in the backfield. Handoff to Marroquin and is able to get no gain on a play, and is now 2nd and 10 still for the Tiger offense.
And one thing we got to consider, obviously it's a much different sport, but just by law of averages, right? If we're going to go back to that Serbia versus USA Olympic game, Serbia was killing the USA for 3 quarters, right?
Yeah.
Hitting every three-pointer. Fourth quarter comes, they fall off. Bishop Alemany is having one of the best first quarters, of football I have seen in a very long time across all levels. Eventually, just by law of averages, this is not something they can keep up for all 4 quarters. When they cool off, that is when San Fernando has to strike.
Exactly, and you can have so much gas in the tank, Joaquin, but at the end of the day, you're not going to have as much momentum as you did before.
Exactly.
Unless you're on turnover or any other big possession that they had, that's when momentum gets high.
Exactly.
Yeah, and now as the end of the first quarter ends, the score right now is 20-0 Bishop Alemany Warriors, and so far a huge dominance performance from not only the Alemany offense but the Alemany special teams.
Exactly.
So far, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns for DeMar DeZirin. Just incredible. Or DeMar DeZirin, excuse me. My apologies.
Now, DeMar DeZirin, he had 3 touchdowns in total, and then the kickoff return previously was by Ryan Joyce.
Exactly.
But overall, they're just dominating
And
it.
as I was saying, if you have either of those guys in fantasy, right, you would be having an incredible night right now. But right now, Bishop Alemany is in cruise control. But like every car has a gas tank, as you were mentioning, a gas tank has to run out eventually.
Exactly.
We have to ship Alemany expel. Was this their craziest this night lights? There's a 10 count. We got Fernando is willing to stand up and willing to fight back.
Solis in the drop field, pressure coming. Solis trying to run around, throws it away. It is picked off by the Warriors and is taken out of bounds by number 20, Charlie Larkin. And Alemany right back on offense at the start of the second quarter.
Almost right on cue, Daniel. You said there needs to be a takeaway. There needs to be a fumble, a big possession from that Alemany defense to get that same momentum you had at the end of that first quarter, and they did just that.
Exactly. And now we're going to see the Alemany offense, try to see if they can counter that.
Can Alemany take this storm they are brewing and continue to cook up?
That was a great call, by the way. But yeah, now at the 20-yard line in San Fernando territory, Bishop Alemany a big advantage, not only being up 27-0, but within almost the red zone. 9-man at quarterback for the Warriors. And off on the right side, number 9 for the Warriors. Warriors still going to the right side. Still breaks the tackle. Is he going to walk in? And is he? And he's in for a Warrior touchdown.
33-0 dominant so far from the Alemany Warriors. Incredible stuff.
And that was made by number 9, Caden Zandias. And overall, just a flip play and a short run, and is able to just cut right into the right side of the end zone, touchdown.
Exactly. A little bit out of character for Bishop, too, because a lot of their touchdowns are from the pass. They switched it up, went for the run. Great diversity there in the offense.
And I believe that was a jet sweep. Correct me if I am wrong. But just overall, a great execution. They know that San Fernando probably knew that they were a pass team, but they're able to counter it on a jet sweep run. Kick was good by Gutierrez, and it's a 33-0 ball game with 11:29 left in the second quarter. Both special teams coming out for a kickoff return here. Gutierrez for the Warriors, kicking off once again for the Alemany Warriors. Just overall, Joaquin, it seems like this whole half, they've just been dominating every rhythm of the ball game.
Exactly, man.
Pardon me, there's 34-0 left in the second quarter, not 33. Kickoff for Gutierrez towards the right side of the field. And supposed to be short play. And they're going to see what it is. And no call yet. And it looks to be like it's going to be the Tiger offense coming out after all. Charlie locking with the recovery, but not enough for an onside kick. San Fernando in their own territory right now. Looking to try to get into Alemany territory, looking to possibly get on the scoreboard, it looks like, as of right now. And just overall this game. Seems to be a timeout for the San Fernando Tigers. Pretty much talking about this game. What do you think, Joaquin?
I think we're seeing a masterclass from Bishop Alemany, in all honesty. Their defense has been on point 10 in the blitzes. We've got an amazing just string of plays offensively. They don't need a lot, but they get a lot with what they give to the game. Not a lot of passes being thrown, a lot of completions being made, a lot of timely completions. Again, Damari Desiree just having an incredible game, 3 touchdowns. At the rate he was playing at in the first quarter, obviously this is not going to happen, but he was at a pace for 12 touchdowns. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but I'm just saying the level of ferocity and intensity they have come out with is something that San Fernando, down 34 to start the second quarter, is something they're going to have to respond to.
And that's an insane stat line, Joaquin. This, at the time, on pace for 12 touchdowns. Obviously, thing of that happening is very low, but he's just, so far, a dominance performance from himself. First down for the Warriors. It looks like it was overall a recovery by the Warriors special teams. And here we go, number 13 of the Alemany Warriors. May running around looking for it, and it's finally taken down by the San Fernando defense. First sack of the game by number 27, Bryce Robinson, able to get it down, and a great sack by the San Fernando defense, able to get some momentum, Joaquin.
Exactly. That is possession by possession. That is how you got to play the game. And then eventually, possession by possession, work your way back into that game.
Exactly. And now some momentum for the San Fernando defense. And now it is 2nd and long for the Warriors. Now 9 minutes out at quarterback, and now it's number 13, May. Now rolling around, Valentino May, short pass to number 2, and is instantly taken down by the San Fernando defense, Isaiah Castro specifically. Number 2 of that being Gianni Hayes of the Alemany Warriors, taking it for a short pass and possibly short game. And now it seems to be 3rd and long for the Alemany Warriors. Although they are in San Fernando territory, still big for the San Fernando defense, being able to get their reads in, being able to put pressure on the Warriors O-line, and that's momentum right there.
Exactly, that is momentum. We have to see what Valentino May does on the possession again. Bishop Alemany is a team that loves to throw long. Is this where we see one of the long throws here?
For pass, May's pass was, like I said, deflected away, and it's now going to be 4th down.
If you want to claw your way back into a game, that is how you do it. Stopping Bishop Alemany near the red zone where they have been dominating you, that is how you play possession by possession and claw your way back into the game here.
Absolutely. As of now, field goal unit is coming out. Gutierrez with the kick.
9:53 left to go in this second quarter here. Kick from about the 33, 34-yard line from our perspective here for Gutierrez.
Good snap, good hold. Gutierrez's kick on the way. It is no good. And huge possessional stop by San Fernando, being able to not only get them to a 3 and out, but now getting on the board for the first time this game in a possession.
Exactly. First possession where Bishop Alemany, the Warriors, were not able to get on the board. Now let us see how San Fernando responds. Again, we were just talking about the 27-0 comeback from the Vikings. This could very well be the San Fernando 34-0 comeback. That would be incredible to see.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Exactly. Friday Night Lights, this is where the lights are the brightest. How will you respond is always the question.
1st and 10 coming up for the San Fernando offense. So play action pass, and is instantly taken down for a big time loss and a big time sack by the Alemany defense here. And now it is going to be 2nd and long for the Tiger offense. Marcus, how are you overall after spectating this game? How are you liking it, or how are you feeling about how both teams are playing? What is your perspective?
Well, I like the last defensive possession from San Fernando. That was pretty good possession, able to get the ball back. They didn't let Alemany score. But if they keep continuing with that defense, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to get back from the game and continue with this firepower from the offense.
Seems to be intended. Pass was intended for Isaiah Castro. Incomplete. Looks to be was a short pass. And now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Tiger offense. So far looking like they haven't been able to counter on the missed field goal by the Alemany Warriors. And now 3rd and long coming up for the Tigers. So at least at quarterback. Seems to be miscommunication, and looks to be a timeout coming up for the San Fernando Tigers. And once again, Joaquin, this is another big possession for them. Overall, they're trying to find the rhythm offensively. Defensively, they did, but they have to count on that.
Yeah, if San Fernando is able to get a touchdown on this possession, maybe go for a 2-point conversion, sure, that's a 26-point game, but again, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. You're making it a 26-point game, but you are establishing an offensive rhythm and slowly but surely picking Bishop Alemany apart, picking yourself back up and getting into this game again.
And exactly, obviously, all the coaches talking it out, trying to find a momentum, trying to find a rhythm and possibly play to where they can get within a first down and possibly get it within Alemany. And obviously, Alemany defense looking to continue their dominance so far within this game. And then we have 3rd and long coming up for the Tiger offense. 9:02 in the second quarter. 34-0 Alemany Warriors. Salis, short pass to number 5 of the Tigers. Instantly taking out, big hit. And Raymond Guzman with a short pass, or pardon me, able to receive the catch, and was instantly hit by a Alemany defensive back, and is now still short of the first down. It is 4th and long still for the Tigers, and punting team coming out as of right now. Once again, the punter for the San Fernando Tigers is Oscar Hernandez, the senior. Once again, another 3 and out by the Tiger offense, and a dominant performance by the Warriors defensively. Once again, it is 8:05 left with the clock ticking within the second quarter and towards the end of this first half. Towards the first half, and a punt off by and rolling around and all the way down to the 45-yard line. Punt by Oscar Hernandez, being able to get out of Tiger territory. Alemany coming in for offense at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. And Joaquin looks like, let's see if they can have possibly less than 4 passes for another touchdown. Obviously, we don't know. San Fernando defense has gotten better, especially this past possession. So they seem to be countering it pretty well.
Exactly.
So we'll see how it is within this possession, as I've said.
And the QB, Neiman, back out there for Alemany as well.
Neiman pass short, complete pass. Breaking tackle still going, and is able to get the first down. That is number 9, Karin Sandijas. And is able to get the first down. And once again, back in this game is John Diamond, and is able to get the first down, bringing back that offensive rhythm for the Warriors. And it seems like they gave another quarterback a try, number 13, May, and now they brought back their quarterback, John Nyman, here for the Warriors. Drops back. Nyman passes. Oh! And it was almost completed to seems to be a short route pass for another first down. Intended to number 8, Demar Desirun, and had a whole bunch of room, but wasn't able to complete the catch.
Sometimes that just happens. It seems like the perfect possession, the perfect throw. Sometimes just don't work with your brain.
Needs to be a little bit of butterfingers, but now it is 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Or, pardon me, for the Warriors. Here we go. Nyman.
Deep
Drives
throw.
back, deep throw down the field.
Oh!
Almost right into the red basket, but it is dropped, and it is third down coming up for the Warriors. They're having those two passes incomplete. A little bit of pressure, it looks like.
Exactly. Granted, they are up 34-0, but still, perfect pass. Simply just could not secure it. That pressure from San Fernando is slowly but surely getting to the backfield game of the Warriors.
Nyman's pass was intended for Gianni Haynes. Not able to get the complete though. It is 3rd and 10 for the Warriors. So far, San Fernando putting on pressure and able to get it down to possibly another 3 and out here. Nyman drops back. Nyman's pass wide open, and it is overthrown. And now it is 4th down coming up for the Warriors, and it looks to be a 3 and out coming out.
A little bit too far to the right from Nyman. But Bishop Alemany, you got to give him credit. They're still going for the juggler. They're still going each possession to get another touchdown, another big momentum play. Continue to drown out San Fernando, but San Fernando doing a good job to not get deeper in the hole, and hopefully the offense of San Fernando can now put it together on the opposite end of the
And
field.
obviously, Alemany has been a juggernaut this game, and overall, like, they've been leading this game, but obviously the momentum has to keep going, in my opinion. And for the first time within this game, we have a punt for the Alemany Warriors. And the punt is by number 4, John O'Brien. And it is recovered by Cash. Castro still going. Castro finding momentum. Cash still going and is able to get down to near the 37-yard line.
Excuse the error there. That was Castro, excuse me, not Brian
Yeah,
Robinson.
that was Castro. A little bit of confusion within the numbers, 8 and 0.
Yeah, from the box, you know, the 9, the 8, and the 0 look a little bit alike from our angle, but great play there by Castro.
Exactly. To get near the 40-yard line, almost outside of their own territory, and now the Tigers are back out on offense. Around the 37-yard line here, 1st and 10 coming up. Once again, it is 34-0 Bishop Alemany with 6:16 left in this first half. Here coming out in a short formation, it looks like. Julissa quarterback. Short handoff towards the middle. It was into once again, it was to number 10, Ivan Santos. Able to get a short gain, and looks to be about 2nd and mid around the 2nd and 7 around the 40-yard line. Gain of 3. Well, it seems like there hasn't been a whole lot of run game this whole game.
It's really the first time I saw San Fernando really utilize what they're known for, which is their amazing rush offense.
Once again, they do not have Melvin Pineda out with a collarbone injury, I believe. And so at least another handoff to Santos, and it's still on his feet, but it's instantly taken down by the Alemany defense. And what a huge play, able to make it to 3rd and long here, and it was number 74, Eddie Palafax with the tackle. And once again, Alemany defense bringing that momentum back for their team. Here we go, 3rd and long for the Tigers. 4-man rush. Solis running around. He looks like he's going to run and is instantly taken down by Christopher Person of the Alemany Warriors. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be 4th down coming up for the Tigers.
Bishop Alemany, even though their offense has not been able to put it together the last couple of possessions, they are continuing to hold down the fort defensively.
Exactly, and that's the main key. When one of your, whether it's offense or defense, when one of those sides aren't playing exactly well within their past few possessions, whenever the other side is able to find their rhythm that's perfect for the team overall. And right now it is the Alemany defense finding that momentum, finding that rhythm, and is able to still have a 0 on the San Fernando scoreboard. Punt all the way over towards huge punt. It is now near around the 16-yard line. Once again, another incredible punt by Gabriel Sotelo of the Tiger special teams. You know, Marcus, as we said, special teams so far is a little bit solid, but also defensively for the Warriors, they seem to have the momentum. What do you think based on that?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question one more time?
Yeah, like it seems like overall, like Alemany's defense is holding him down every single possession. What do you think San Fernando can do to be able to counter that?
Well, what they can do is it seems to me that rushing is something that keeps working for them. So maybe they can keep rushing because every time when they seem to be passing, quarterback seems to be getting. So I'm hoping to be more rushes from San Fernando, get more yards instead of looking for more passes.
And his pass is caught by number 2 of Alemany, Giovanni Haynes. Haynes with the speed. Haynes, one man to beat. Giovanni Haynes all the way for an Alemany Warrior touchdown. And a short slant pass is able to take off with the speed, Joaquin.
Was that the first throw?
That was the first throw of this possession.
A team that does not need a lot of completions to get a touchdown complete. That is a very scary.
Just once again countering it every single time. And it looks like it's going to go back. If I could be wrong, I believe it is coming back. There is a penalty coming out. Yeah, there was a holding call on the Alemany offense, and it is coming back. Overall, great play by Giovanni Haynes, but penalty makes it coming back. And remember that last game, there was multiple times where there were penalties. Not as much this game, Joaquin.
Yeah. We got to see if Bishop Alemany makes those mistakes that they have. It's the same thing we were saying about Village Christian. But that was only one possession. I don't think Bishop Alemany is going to make too many costly plays like that. That was a touchdown for Giovanni Haynes. But again, it was wide open because the O-line was holding.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a big-time mistake, but it looks like they did get still a good chunk of change. Yeah, at the Alemany 39. May rolling around. Handoff to, looks to be a short handoff to the Alemany running back, to number 27, Gabriel Garcia, and is able to get a short gain and it's second down for the Tiger offense. Pardon me, the Warriors offense.
Hey, bro, it's over. There's caution tape for a reason. Yeah, we will.
Short pass complete to number 14 by Gary Valeria. Ball across the 45 inside Tiger territory, exactly at the 47. First down, Warriors.
And it seems to be a first down for the Alemany Warriors as of now. Coming up for the Warriors, continuing to strike on offense. Before they had a few 3 and outs, but now they're seeming to be countering with their speedy offense. Short pass to Cordero again, still on his feet, and taking about 3 men of the Tiger defense to finally take him down.
A little bit of a UFC takedown there required to get him down finally. Again, that kid is having a star game, 3 touchdowns, special teams return for the touchdown, as well as 2 receiving touchdowns for the Warriors. What a great game he's having, man.
And Nazarin, once again, able to grab that catch, and now it's making it a first down in Tiger territory for the Warriors.
What hurt? I just had my hand on your head. Ow, you hit my head. Ow, I'm just having my fucking hand on your head. What happened?
First and 10 coming up for the Warriors. May pass is caught inside to Gabriel Garcia and is able to look like he's able to get the first down, it seems. And once again, another first down for this for this Warrior offense. And once again, now Joaquin, they're bringing in that momentum and they're countering on it.
A minute to go here in this first half. We're going to see if Bishop Alemany is able to make a statement and go up.
Now less than a minute to go within the first half. Clock is ticking, and it looks like Alemany might possibly get a few plays in before the clock does run out. But in this first half for the Warriors, 34-0, and yeah. May had play action pass. May rolls around. May looks like he's gonna run it. Rolling around, and is he in? And he looks like he's gonna be short at the 1 yard line. And just an overall great run by May. And that looks like that might be maybe one more play in, but clock is continuing to tick within the end of the first half. And that might be the end of the first half as of now, as the clock continues to tick. Less than 5 seconds to go. Now as the buzzer hits, it is halftime for this Friday Night Lights game.
34-0 Bishop Alemany up. Dominant performance again. Some of their key guys, Gianni Hayes, Amare Gazurin, and again their quarterback, John Jack Neiman, finding every open man on every possession. But the San Fernando defense was able to stop them a little bit as that second quarter went on and on. Looking forward to seeing what momentum and what possible comeback we can have for San Fernando. I know you're down big right now, but you got to play possession per possession at a time, not get down on yourself, and you've got a second half. Bishop Alemany scored 34 in the first half. What's stopping you from scoring 44 in the second half? You got to look at it as an opportunity to show greatness instead of an opportunity to not.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, San Fernando obviously playing not the greatest, but you still have to have that fight in you, that will, and it doesn't matter how many points you're down by. If you want to be able to get on the scoreboard, if you want to be able to have, whether it's 3 points, whether it's 14 points, whether it's 15, 20 plus points, you got to still have that First and long coming up for the Warriors. Pardon me. First and long coming up for the Warriors offense. It is still first down for the Warriors. Nyman at quarterback for the Warriors offense. There you go. First and long coming up. Passes Warriors. Haynes still going. Gianni Haynes all the way with first and a huge amount of gain of yards and is able to find his rhythm and is getting a big, large chunk
and again,
around Tiger territory.
My bad, Danny, for cutting you off. But
All
again, as
good.
we were saying, they don't need a lot of completions to complete a lot of yardage. That's a very hard team because, number one, that is about the passing ability of this quarterback in Neiman, but I believe is that May on the field right now? No, that is Neiman, excuse me, on the
Neiman
field.
on the field.
But that
Neiman,
also
yeah.
shows the shit in screens, even in slants, to get a lot of yardage.
Nyman rolling around to the right side. Pass is caught. Still going to strength. And is all the way near down. It's near the 40-yard line. And once again, getting deeper and deeper into Tiger territory. And it was to Gianni Haynes once again. And Gianni Haynes seems to be one of their main targets. Besides by number 8, DeMar DeZurin. So overall, they have a solid offensive game plan, Joaquin. And overall, just a height advantage it looks like. And just like I said, overall a dominance performance, being 34-0 in the third quarter. Handoff by the Warriors to number 6, Tabari McKnight. A short handoff is able to get near actually to the 40-yard line. No gain, it looks like. It looks like it's going to be third and short coming up for the Warriors. And Alemany so far just a dominant run performance. Third and short coming up for the Warriors. Pass is caught inside. Still going, juking him out, and is now at the 25-yard line. Getting the first and short and able to get lots of more change by number 9, Caden Zendejas. And is able to get an Warriors.
It really seems like Bishop Alemany has figured out a defense, and they have adjusted to it. Now they're moving up the field as they were in
Once again, it is second down coming up for the Warriors. And overall, just like I said, a dominant performance from the Warriors offense, being able to counter certain possessions where they have 3 and outs and fairly quickly. And I feel like that's just how their program team. Obviously, they've been more their historic program, but just overall. Pass is caught inside to the right side, of finally knocked away. Nyman's pass was completed to, looking for the number right now, but it was a big time pass.
I believe that was to Damare DeZurin. Again, that
kid is having a game himself.
He is
3 touchdowns this game.
I guess to quote Mark Jackson, mama, there goes that man.
Exactly.
That is what Damare is doing on every single possession so far. He sees food on the plate, and he is eating up the San Fernando defense tonight.
Exactly, and the special teams too. He has a kick return touchdown as well.
Exactly.
So overall, great performance by him.
Definitely seems to have a handle on how he reads defenses.
Exactly, great analogy, Joaquin. Here we go, first and goal for the Warriors. 9-man pass, short pass, it is caught. And look who it is again.
Number
I believe
18,
that is,
I believe, this time.
pardon me, it is
Jason Ganter.
yeah, pardon me, it is Jason Ganter for a touchdown for the Warriors. My mistake. And another big-time touchdown for the Warriors offense.
Making it 40-0 with about 5:30 to go here in this third quarter.
Seems to be just an absolute destruction. At least that's in my eyes.
Right, an absolute deconstruction. In all honesty, they deconstructed the defense. They already deconstructed this offense of San Fernando from the first quarter. But it's still time left on the board. It's interesting to see, if anything, Fernando loses, what success they can find and what types of lessons they can construct from this game and successes they can find going forward, even if they lose, and how they respond mentally to being down 41-0 with 5:13 to go.
It looks to be 40-0 as of right now. Pardon me, it is 41. Right, the score just changed, but Gutierrez's kick was good, so that does make it 41-0 with 5:13 left in the third quarter. Coming up. Once again, he is kicking it off to the Tigers special teams. Looks to be in the backfield. It is Tristan Haro, I believe. And number 10, Ivan Santos, in the backfield for the return team.
Bishop Alemany still keeping their foot on the gas as this game continues.
And shows to be a short kick recovered by Haro. Haro towards the right side of the field and is instantly taken down near the 25-yard line. And here comes the Tiger offense coming out for another possession within this second half.
And while we've been talking a lot about, singing the praises for San Fernando special teams, you also got to give credit to Bishop Alemany special teams. Neither of these special teams are really, outside of that touchdown, obviously, to Damari Dezurin, neither of these guys are really letting the opposing team get a lot off from kickoff returns. It seems like both have really hunkered down and buckled in, especially after that kickoff from Damari.
Yeah, and that's overall great analysis. Special teams has always been, quite special, obviously. So they're very key to this game, and so far, besides those touchdown returns, they've both been equally good. First and 10 for the Tigers, Salis. And it's to
Play perfectly.
And it seems like they've been watching film as well. And overall, film crew probably really good. Overall, looking what type of plays they run, and they've just been stopping them every single time. And overall, from the looks of it, we'll see how this possession goes, but multiple 3-and-outs this game for the Tigers.
And exactly, dominating on both ends of the floor. Giving shades, the field, giving shades of the 2017 Warriors, how dominant they were on both sides of the ball in these Bishop Alemany Warriors.
Great analogy.
Salis again in the backfield.
Salis running towards the air and is finally sliding down and running towards the right sideline. Able to get some yards, but not enough. And it looks like it's going to be third and, pardon me, I believe it is, it is second and long coming for the Tigers, if I am not mistaken. I believe it is third down, though. I'm not too sure.
I do want to give Salis credit for, even in plays when he is in trouble, he always seems to make not only the right decision, but the health-conscious decision. He could have got more yardage. He went for the slide. He doesn't really fight tackles, and that's how a lot of QBs get injured. But when you look at great QBs like Tom Brady, Rodgers, etc., that is how they've had longevity in their careers, by making the smarter plays, not only for the game, but for their careers, and being able to help their teams in the future.
And Salis, a senior, first-year starter for varsity, he so far had been playing so far solid within as quarterback for the San Fernando Tigers. And many more games to come as well. This game doesn't determine their season overall. It doesn't determine his season. League play is about to come up next week, next Thursday against Canoga Park. So plenty of time left, plenty of game left.
Right, and just to walk you through that last play there, Salis with a quick little pass to Ronaldo Martinez, number 41, but unfortunately pass was dropped. Now it is third down, and I believe long for San Fernando.
Yeah, third. It looks like it's fourth down and long now. Seems to be quite confusing from the chain crew, but not too sure. And it looks like they're going to switch it out, and punt team is going to be coming out Another 3 and out for the Tiger offense. Incredible defensive stoppage once again from the Warriors. Point towards the middle, and then it's knocked away near right at the 39-yard, pardon me. Yeah, right, 31-yard line, pardon me, at the 31-yard line, not 39. 41. Right now we're hearing the historic Sanford High School band and drill team playing right now. They've been good this year.
Exactly. And as we were talking about on the Terry side at our last home game, this is a drill team that I believe won 19 straight after losing by 1 point to Chatsworth. That is incredible.
Like you said, like we're going to repeat, he did say that. I believe that the coach did come up to the PA announcing system during school and said, you know, we're not losing again, and they won 19 straight. Kind of that dominance like UCLA men's basketball had at one point and within the 70s, 80s. Overall, great defense.
19 straight. That is something that I believe no real athlete can say in a sports level. I mean, obviously, drill team is different from being on an actual team, but 19 straight anything is insane.
And off by the Warriors, and it seems to be a good amount of gauge for a first down. And it
flag on the play.
But there is a flag on the play, but it was made by Gabriel Garcia for the Warriors. Able to find get in for a good chunk of yards.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in this third quarter. That honestly has been flying by.
Yeah, I believe so. And that's just how it is commentating games, watching it, even playing the game. I feel like it takes like an hour max, but it's been a few hours as of now.
Yeah, something about being on the field that makes time almost stop, and you're just focused on each possession. And then you blink your eyes, you go from the first quarter to the fourth quarter.
And, you know, no matter the outcome of the game, for both sides, it's been incredible so far to call.
Exactly.
Friday Night Lights.
And still got to give credit to this San Fernando crowd for still staying engaged and locked in.
Yeah, and that's one thing San Fernando's always been. I mean, we say Tiger Pride for a reason, because we've always been prideful, and we've always been prideful. And including shout out to all the parents here who are for both sides, both Alemany and San Fernando, their children here playing this amazing game today. Seems to be second down coming up for the Alemany offense. We got a few plays to run through while we were talking. And looks to be a fake handoff, number 15 of the Warriors. Rolling around, Rojas finally taking out of bounds. And just overall a little fake, but he was able to get the run out towards out of bounds. And Luis Rojas in for quarterback now, as Nyman has been taken out of the game. And just overall, great performance from the Alemany offense. Just obviously putting up 41 points in total, but that goes for special teams and offensive side. So yeah. Ball on ground, number 15 again. Flag is out and is knocked out of bounds, but that's a big hit. Big hit on Luis Rojas. Maybe getting some momentum in, but who knows. It is third down coming up for the Warriors. Now seems to be
about 24 seconds left here to go in this third quarter. That may have been the last play of the quarter, but let's see if Bishop Alemany goes for one more throw here.
We shall see right now, but in my opinion, I don't think they will. They're probably going to run the clock out and get to the fourth quarter.
You never know, though, man. This is a team that goes for 35.4 yards per completion, but it looks like they are, in fact, going to let the clock run out.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. So far, again, 41 Alemany Warriors, Tigers 0, and an absolute dominant performance.
Now, Marcus, obviously that third quarter was more of the same, but is there anything that stuck out to you from the Tigers or the Warriors in that third quarter?
Well, obviously, what stuck out to me was the first quarter. That 27-point first quarter was speechless. But after that, they seem to be. Excuse me, sorry. After that first quarter, they haven't been scoring that much as Fernando has improved the defense, but it seems to be an offense. There hasn't been that much. But overall, improvement on defense, so maybe they'll carry that into next game.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're talking about the little things you can take away even in a loss like this. That can be the small little wins. You know, sometimes there's smaller wins in life, not necessarily a bigger win, but there are smaller wins. Just like in life, as in sports, there's smaller wins to take away from building blocks to take into the next game, going into playoffs. And like we were talking about earlier, this could very well be a matchup or a playoff matchup down the line. Sometimes it's better to lose and get smoked in the regular season. Look at the best Bishop Alemany there is when you're at your worst, and then get your revenge in the playoffs when it matters.
Couldn't agree more.
Punt here for Bishop Alemany.
And so far, it looks like it's an amazing punt all the way down to the 15 in Tiger territory. Overall, like I said, like you've said, Joaquin, great special teams that have been played so far.
Great special teams, man.
Yeah.
And as we were talking about earlier, too, you know, law of averages, if we use that Serbia versus Team USA game as an example, 27-point first quarter, but only 14 points for the rest of the game so far for Bishop Alemany. It's just, unfortunately, the San Fernando Tigers on offense have not been able to capitalize on their defensive gains and slowing down that Bishop Alemany team and responding with their own offense getting hot.
Absolutely. It seems to be right now a running clock within the rest of this game, it looks like. As the clock continues down, towards 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, in this game as a whole. And Tiger offense out, 1st and 10. And it seems to be motion in the backfield. Talise, fake handoff. Talise rolling around, rolling away from pressure towards the right side of the field. Talise getting a bunch of room and is able to slide down. And a late flag, it looks like it might be on Alemany after that late hit on Aaron Talise. And now it looks like they might get even more yards after that penalty, Joaquin. But we'll see right now. And yeah, and that took about, I believe, 15 more yards, Joaquin. And it's an automatic first down after a personal foul on the team. He slid down, he gave up his play, and they still hit him afterwards. So that adds to more advantage of the yards for viewers who are viewing right now who aren't familiar with the penalty. Pretty much, if the quarterback does slide down, the play is dead, but if he hits it after, that's an automatic flag.
Exactly. About 9:45 to go now in this fourth quarter. Great positioning here so far for San Fernando.
Steps back, ball's out! And who is it recovered by?
I believe it's recovered by the Tigers.
It is recovered by the Tigers. Seems to slip out of his hands, but able to recover it, but a huge loss for the Tigers, making it 2nd and long for this offense.
And with 9:20 left to go in this game now, obviously the chances of a comeback are dwindling with each second, but you still got to think about it as we were talking about, the little wins. At this point, you've got to play in order to just learn, grow, and improve your game possession at a time. Look back on some things you saw good in the film. Maybe not necessarily play for every possession here being that dagger or that momentum shift, but just playing good.
Pressure, and immediately Talise is taken down and then making it a bigger loss of yards and a longer third, pretty much 3rd and long, but even longer.
It was already 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and longer. I guess if
overall,
you were to
like continuing the pressure, even though practically this game is almost over, it looks like.
Exactly, and I still got to give credit to Bishop Alemany. They have not, we were talking about it in halftime, you know. Bishop Alemany was on cruise control, but obviously gas tanks run out. They go on E. It's like Bishop Alemany, whatever they did in that halftime, still holding San Fernando scoreless, which I think is the craziest thing about this game.
Yeah.
They refueled that gas tank, and they are pushing that pedal to the metal yet again, and it's shown on the defensive intensity, it's shown on the offensive playmaking, it's shown across and everywhere on the field. Bishop Alemany is sending the blitz each and every time. It's like fighting the Flash. They're just everywhere. They're too fast. They're too strong. It's just one of those nights.
and they're getting hit left and right, it seems. And like you said, just overall, they're blitzing every single percent. It looks like it. And whenever they drop back, they're always still fighting pressure, and that's just how dominant this Alemany defensive line has been to the San Fernando O-line, which is practically really good. And like I said, there's still plenty of game left, or not, well, yeah, game, but also just league play. Next week, league play does start. Next week will be a home game. We will be calling it. It will start at 7 p.m. on Thursday night. So we have some Thursday night football here, Joaquin.
Exactly. And you got to think about it, right? Obviously, as a fan, this is a disappointing outcome for you. But after that disappointing outcome to Village Christian, San Fernando did what? They rattled off 2 wins. They showed strides in their rushing game and a very balanced attack. And also, this is a San Fernando team that's not 100%. We got to give credence where credence is due. No Melvin Pineda, who is their take away the biggest piece. It's like getting mad at the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016 for losing a game without LeBron James, who is their focal point. There's obviously guys who are still going to make plays, but when you are missing that main leader, it's going to be a difference.
Absolutely. Passes right towards the middle. It is caught. And right towards the middle by number 41 of the Tigers, Rolando Martinez, able to get the catch and able to get between mid-range of a first down, making it about second and mid, second and 5, it looks like. Well, yeah, Joaquin, you know, I think one thing I could say is that there's multiple leaders on every team. Like, it's obviously just not Melvin Pineda. I'm not saying Melvin Pineda is a good leader. Melvin Pineda is a great leader. But there's multiple factors to a team. And I believe that within practicing, within leadership, they're going to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And this is just out of league play, these first 4 games. So once league play comes, it seems like they're more prepped. They know, okay, what, I guess, a sense of what a dominant team could be and how they can counter from that.
Exactly. And staying on that LeBron James analogy a little bit, as the punt is a little bit muffed, but still a good punt from San Fernando's punter. Staying on that LeBron James analogy a little bit, when you had a guy like LeBron James get injured when he was on the Lakers in 2018, right?
Yeah.
That's where guys like Julius Randle developed. That's where guys like Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart developed, right? So sometimes when you are missing a focal piece, that gives other guys a chance to also step up and grow and learn in their own game as well.
And exactly, you know, that's just what I agree. Obviously, like, Melvin Pineda is a junior. He's going to be a senior next year. Obviously, as the time dwindles down within years, he's obviously going to be gone. Multiple players are going to be gone. So the development of these players right now is very key for both sides of these teams. And yeah.
Exactly, man. As we have about 6:32, 0-41, Bishop Warriors having a beautiful performance against the San Fernando Tigers as this Friday Night Lights session comes to a close.
And looks to be Warriors are in offense. Backup quarterback Luis Rojas in the game. And it is 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line in Alemany territory. Hand off to number 27. Still on his feet, but is instantly taken down by the Tiger defense. That was running by Gabriel Garcia again. Seems to be their main running back in yardage. Able to get not able to get a game, but so far solid defense from the defensive line of the Tigers.
Yeah, man. Like we were saying, the Tigers seem to put it together defensively and on the special teams, as Marcus pointed out. But for whatever reason, offensively, things weren't clicking tonight. But that's where you got to dust yourself off, get back in the lab. Like you said, league play next week. Looking forward to seeing how San Fernando rebounds.
Exactly. Running around, still on his feet, and is finally taken down. And Gabriel Garcia getting a good chunk of change, it looks like. And he's pretty fast.
Yeah, one of the smaller guys on the field at 5'7", at least compared to this very athletic and large Bishop Alemany Warriors team. But he's kind of giving me Darren Sproles vibes, you know, the way he can read the route, the way he can still use his physicality in order to get to where he wants to go. Darren Sproles, I believe, is only like 5'9", tank on that floor, and Gabriel Garcia has that same type of mentality.
Third and short coming off. It's a fake, and he's able to get the first down. And I believe he is short. And once again, number 15, Luis Rojas, a keeper, able to get a few good amount of yards. We'll see if it is. I think it's not going to be. He was a little bit short. And looks like the punting crew is about to come out. The Alemany Warriors.
And with 4:20, about 4:20 left in this fourth quarter, it is about time to call it a game. But still, the San Fernando crowd is active. They're engaged. They're still a team, and that really says, just a testament to the school, what this football program means, what athletic means for this type. Very cool to see that. I want to for a little main spectator for this game. Things that stood out to you both from San Fernando and Bishop Alemany, just in order to really set this painting up of a 0-41 deficit with 3:45 left to go in the fourth quarter, excuse me.
Well, although being down 41, I still like the spirit that San Fernando has. That doesn't mean that they're giving up on the play. They still keep giving it their all. As
punt was a little bit muffed there from Bishop Alemany, number 4. That being John O'Brien a little bit, punting for Bishop Alemany.
And although it is towards the end of the game, that was a huge momentum by the San Fernando special teams, able to have the Tiger offense in their own into Alemany territory. And so far, San Fernando bring a little bit of light back.
Again, as we keep saying time and time again, the special teams for San Fernando and this defense for San Fernando, again, responding after allowing 27 points in one quarter, you only allow 7 points in each quarter. And I believe 0 points, excuse me, that's an error, but only 1 touchdown per quarter in the first quarter. I believe 0 points in the second quarter. I believe it was only off the kick return. But there weren't any passing touchdowns in that second quarter. That's what I mean. No passing touchdowns in the second quarter. It was 21-0, 27 after the Damari return. But only 14 points in this second half here. That is a good response. So clearly they made some reads defensively. It seems we have a false start here on Bishop Alemany from number 52. That would be, not sure if he's on the roster here, but false start here. False, hey, we work with the rosters that we're given. So if he wasn't on the roster, apologies to him. But it seems to be a false on Bishop Alemany, number 52. But like you said, there's little wins you can take away with 2:57 left. Get some good plays. Just still work on the basics and continue to grow and expand your game as a football club for San Fernando. And again, as I said, if this is a team you see down the line in the playoffs, it's better to get punched in the mouth early. It's better to get punched in the mouth early and then come back and get that revenge game in the playoffs, because if San Fernando is able to pull that off, that is going to be all the more sweet.
Yeah, Milwaukee, my mouth. Alemany is a southern section team compared to city section, so maybe state they could see each other possibly, but the likely that, like, in terms of like divisions,
right,
it's a lot different. So we'll see how that is.
Right.
But yeah, it's just competition. But yeah, I like the analogy.
Yeah, and this is a team in San Fernando who could, obviously going 11-2 last season.
Yeah.
They want to make it to state. That is really the end goal, to get that state.
Not only get that city title, but possibly even get into the state championship.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, that's always the glory of it.
Exactly. That's always the goal. There are a lot of steps taken to get to city championship, let alone state championship. A lot of sections work, but after going 11-2 and seeing how San Fernando responds to losses and already seeing the dominance that Bishop Alemany is showing, hey, we've seen crazier things. That could be a state championship preview all the way down the line. And now the 2-minute warning has passed. We got about 1 minute and 48 seconds to go in this quarter.
Nataly drops back. Pass is caught by Robinson, who is in the game and is able to get a good chunk of yards and is close to the first down yardage. Hey, that answers our question. Earlier, he was on an injury report, I believe, but now he's back in the game. So we have our answer to that. Good to know he's okay. And it looks to be 3rd and short for the Tigers offense, with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this game, to see if they could possibly get on this board. Third and short here for the Tiger offense. Solis at quarterback. Solis, hand off to Santos. Santos is trying to get some yardage. Is he able to get the first down? And oh, there looks to be a ball's out. It could be. And it looks to be a turnover on the Tigers. Ball was loose. And I believe the Warriors have the possession, it looks like.
And as we have about 30 seconds left of this game here, 0 to
seals
41.
it. That most likely would seal it.
You could argue this game was sealed in the first quarter, but just credit to Bishop Alemany really for keeping their foot on the gas. I think their goal was to make San Fernando Tigers as uncomfortable as possible, even if they had the lead, because football, we've seen crazier things happen. We saw the Vikings and Colts come back. We've seen comeback after comeback, 3-4 score possession games. In football, each point is 7 points. It's pretty easy to rack up a 14, 15-point comeback and make something beautiful happen. But Bishop Alemany did not allow that, as this game now reaches the buzzer, 0-0.
This is now concluded the game. San Fernando Tigers 0, Bishop Alemany Warriors 41. And an absolute dominant performance by the Warriors. And that concludes our broadcast, it seems like, right, Joaquin?
Yeah, it was another great game to call. Still love the vibe from San Fernando, and still excited to see how San Fernando responds to this loss. Marcus, are there any closing thoughts you have before we end? Marcus, are there any closing thoughts we have before you end?
Power with them, giving 41-0 San Fernando, a rival school.
All right, my name is Joaquin Powell, and it was a pleasure to call this game with.
My name is Daniel Robles.
And I'm Marcus Zegler.
And we're out. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night.